Hello, I'm Theodore Chen. I'm from WEUC News Studio, and we bring you the best news your way. Today we have a lot of news to bring to you. We're here in our Jerusalem studio, and we have heard that there is some type of protest just outside the city. The story is developing, so why don't we turn it over to Neo Young to see what's happening.
Yes, Theodore, I'm here on scene of the road that leads to Jerusalem. It's said that the world's most famous prophet and healer is on his way celebrating Passover in this historic city. Rumors suggest that something exciting is about to happen upon his arrival. Can you tell us where we can find him?
Perhaps this person approach us can help.
Hello, I'm Neil Young from WEUC News. We're on scene to learn more about what's going on here. It is rumored that Jesus of Nazareth was part of a protest today. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Why, sure.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, he just came through a few minutes ago. There was a huge protest, so it was more of a parade in the street a few blocks from here.
We heard that Jesus was a famous prophet and healer. I guess he's causing quite a stir.
I'd say.
And what is that you've got in your hand? Is that a...
Oh, what, this? It's a branch. Some of the crowd got so excited they started pulling branches off the trees as he went by.
Okay. What happened?
Okay, well, this man, Jesus, came riding in on a donkey. People were cheering and yelling, Hosanna, Hosanna, and waving palm branches. Everyone was shouting and waving. It was just so exciting. I guess I got carried away.
Did you say a donkey? Why do you think he rode on a donkey instead of a fine horse? Isn't that what you would expect from a famous prophet to ride?
Well, I guess. So, I haven't really given it much thought. I mean, everyone was so excited, clapping and cheering.
Well, I thank you. And say, don't you suppose you know where he's going now?
Well, I don't know exactly. They seem to be heading towards the city to a friend's house. Speaking of which, I better get going. I haven't bought all the food for the Passover yet.
Well, we'll get back to you, Theodore. We will see what else we can learn in the future when we catch up with Jesus.
Okay, thanks, Neil Young. Do get back to us. This is a really interesting story. Now let's get a look at the sports. Sports news. There was a tight game between the blue and the yellow hockey teams. It was tight at the beginning, but the Blues pulled ahead in the second period, making it the final score, blue 5 and yellow 1. This was their fourth win this season. Let's see the puck coverage. Game MVPs included Sasha for defensive plays and Elijah for 2 beautiful goals. Now over to Jerusalem Sports Center, where there is a game being played right now. The Pirates and the Camels are head-to-head, and let's see who's got what it takes to bring the win home. Will it be a High Priest beloved team, or cheers come from the Governor's Palace? The score is currently tied at 0. That's all for sports tonight. Now over to news reporter Young, who has an update on this Jesus of Nazareth, whose story we have been following.
Well, before us is the house where Jesus is said to be celebrating the Passover feast with his faithful followers. We hope to get a chance to talk to him now. This person may be able to help. Excuse me, sir. My name is Young, and I'm with the WEUC News. We are covering a story on Jesus of Nazareth. We were told that he and some of his followers were here celebrating the Passover.
Well, they were. He and his disciples, they celebrate the Passover in our upper room.
Do you know Jesus? What's your impression of him?
Well, he is a quiet man, very kind, and tonight he seemed to be sad. I served the dinners. He wanted to be alone with his disciples, so we left them alone.
Can you tell us who was there?
Well, I don't know them all, but there were Peter and Thomas. Let's see. Oh, that Judas characters. Yeah, he gave me the wells. That once he is God's dream eyes, you know. My mother always said you could tell a man by his eyes. Yeah, he was there, all right. and up to not good. I cannot tell.
What makes you say that?
Well, when I was serving the dinners, I couldn't help but over here, Jesus was talking about someone's betraying him. Well, Judas looked just uncomfortable as anything. What he said that, and then he jumped up and ran out. Yeah, I think he is up to not good.
What else happened at the dinner? Is there anything else you can tell us?
Well, as I said, I wasn't there very long. There seems like they wanted to be alone, but come to think of it, something strange did happen during the meal. Jesus picked up the medicines, that the unleavened bread that we eat at Passover, and he broke it and said to his friend, "That is my body, break a book for you," something like that. And he left a cup of wine and said, "That is my blood. The blood of the new covenant God is making with you through me." Now, I've been for a lot of Passover, and I've never seen anything like that.
I see. Well, you've been very helpful, sir. I don't suppose you know where Jesus and his disciples are going to next.
Well, you may just want to try Gethsemane. It is a garden not far from here. It is a favorite place for them to go. Well, I guess better to get back to work.
Well, there you have it, Theodore. We'll be back with more news soon.
Thanks, Young. We were told that we have someone on the line who was with them in the garden.
What?
Sir, are you okay?
Yes. I mean, maybe. I mean, yes.
Excuse me,
I
sir.
think so.
Are you all right?
Yes. Thank you.
That's a nasty cut you seem to have on your head. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I'm not sure. I just been to the. I was at the Garden of Gethsemane.
Gethsemane, where Jesus is?
That's right. I was sent along with some other soldiers to arrest him. Judas took us to the garden. He said that's where we'd find him.
Judas sent to arrest him? What happened?
Well, we got there and Judah went up to Jesus and kissed him. That's what we were supposed to know, which one Jesus was. And then the soldiers tried to arrest him, and that's what happened. One of the friends of Jesus grabbed a sword and chopped off my ear.
Your ear, how awful.
But it's not the weirdest part. Jesus told him to put away his sword, and then, he touched me right here.
Do you mean he healed you?
That's right. Then my ear stopped bleeding.
Do you think we could,
What? See the wound? Sure.
bandage? Wow, that's really amazing. It's totally healed.
I know. I can hardly believe it myself. You should know, I heard he was a healer, but I thought it was baloney. They said he was a troublemaker. That's why we were sent to arrest him. But now I'm not really sure. They've taken him to my master's house, Caiaphas, the high priest.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Well, up to this point, we have been unable to speak in person to Jesus during our visit to Jerusalem. It is difficult to understand what happened. We know that he was hailed as the king upon his arrival into the city, as testified by the person we interviewed. But now he has been arrested and has been taken to the house of the high priest, Caiaphas. This doesn't sound good. He certainly upset the council of priests by his controversial teachings. We have heard that many said that Jesus' acts of healing were just rumors, but you, the viewers, have just witnessed the healed ear of a man who was just about to bring Jesus to harm. So how could they just be rumors? Surely the people would not let any harm come to Jesus. If he is what he claims to be, then his divine powers will protect him. We have just received word that William is on scene over in the high priest's house. We will go to there now to see what's happening.
Yeah, crucify him.
Crucify! 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 Crucify!
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, hi.
I'm William from the WEUC News, and we are viewing this export site on breaking news about Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah, real news for television?
That is right. On Jesus of Nazareth, I wonder if I might ask you a few questions.
Who, me? Sure, I'll answer a few questions. Is this on?
Can you tell us what is going on here?
Here? Oh, well, some prisoner release thing. We do it every year.
The crowd seems to be pretty excited. Did you tell them they will release prisoners?
Yeah, some Barnabas, Barabbas character. Say, who did you say you were wondering about?
Jesus of Nazareth. Have you heard of him?
Jesus. Oh, I guess that's the other prisoner.
That is right. He was arrested just an hour ago. Have you seen her? Yeah, have you seen him?
They brought him past here a few minutes ago and took him into the governor's palace. Then Pilate came out and asked us what we wanted to do with him. Well, people in the crowd started shouting, "Free Barabbas, free Barabbas." It was so exciting. Everyone shouting and waving their arms.
Free Barabbas, free Barabbas, free Barabbas.
And what about other prisoners? Jesus.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to like him much. And besides, the Romans only released one prisoner. They mentioned everyone was shouting. It was real wild.
What did they decide to do with Jesus?
Well, everyone started shouting, "Crucify him, crucify."
Crucify, crucify, crucify.
I think he's done something really bad, for the crowd to get that excited.
Do you mean to say that the crowd wants Jesus to killed and murdered set free? I don't understand this. Just a couple of days ago, they held him as a king.
Well, I guess, everyone was shouting and while they were shouting.
Did you see what happened to Jesus after she was sentenced to the death?
Well, no, I didn't really get a good look at him when they brought him past. I guess they whipped him,
What have they taken him now?
To Golgotha. Look, I think I should be going.
Well, I just don't understand this. We have just heard from an eyewitness on the scenes that Jesus has been taken to crucified. It is unclear to us what will happen to Jesus. Perhaps if we go to Golgotha, we are all able to find out more.
Well, William, keep us updated. Now over to the weather. Here's this weekend's weather forecast. North of the city, it's very windy and cold. And across the land, it's a heavy rainfall warning is in effect. If it's to go out today, don't leave home without your umbrella. Tomorrow the temperature will begin to rise, although there's a chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. On Sunday, the sun will break through and will be much warmer and a brighter day. If you're doing any visiting or celebrating this weekend, Sunday could be the best day to do it. That's all for the weather. Stay dry out there. Now over to Sarah, who is with the soldier, who has more information about Jesus.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Sarah Chapman from WEUC News, and we're trying to learn more about Jesus of Nazareth. Were you there? Do you know what happened? Can you tell us what happened to him? Has he been crucified? Were you there?
I was there.
Can you tell us anything about him? Was there anyone there to help him?
There were some women. I've seen them before. His mother and some others. That woman who was cured of demons and Chudah's wife, Joanna, they were there.
You're carrying something there in your hand. Can you tell me what this is?
It's a crown he put on his head. It was sort of a joke, you know. I don't know why I took it. I mean, they called him the King of Jews.
Can you tell us how he died? Did he say anything? Did he do anything? What happened when he died?
Look, I shouldn't really be talking about this. I could lose my job. I gotta go.
Well, maybe we made a mistake trying to find Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus had such an inflated reputation, as a great leader, a prophet, a healer. How could such a person end up dead on a cross? I guess over to you, Theodore.
I guess that's all for this Friday's edition of WEUC News. Up next is How to Get Away with Murder. And at 9 o'clock is the amazing G Race. Good night, everyone. Well, good morning, everyone. We are here at WEUC with some breaking news that Jesus of Nazareth is alive. Reports show that the people are partying in the streets. Here are some clips of the people unable to control their joy of the fact that Jesus might be alive.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Well, it seemed that the news we reported on Friday might have been fake. Several people have reported sightings of this man named Jesus, the same man we saw was crucified on Friday. Excuse me, miss. Can you tell us what your name is and what you last saw?
Well, my name is Mary, and I went to the tomb very early this morning. And lo and behold, the door was wide open. And when I went in, the tomb was empty. There was nobody inside. And I turned around, and a man who I thought was the gardener of that graveyard suddenly appeared and spoke to me.
What did the gardener say?
He said my name. He said, Mary. And at that moment, I recognized his voice. He wasn't the gardener at all. He was the healer and teacher. He was Jesus.
So he was Jesus?
He was Jesus. I didn't believe it at first, but then I knew for sure that he was my friend, Jesus. He definitely was alive. He wasn't dead.
Well, there you have it. An eyewitness who says she saw him this morning. This is quite an amazing event, possibly a miracle, if you believe in that sort of thing.
Thank you for letting us interrupt your regular scheduled program to give you this important and wonderful news. Enjoy your Sunday and don't eat too much chocolate. So
who was before this one?
Oh. This side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Excuse me.
Did you enter the
How do you talk sheepishly?
It's like
I just gotta make sure this. That's probably good. We might redo that one, but hey guys, how's it going?
but I get up again.